Okay, guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about Tesla stock. So I just wanted to update you guys on what I've been doing with Tesla stock. I recently became a shareholder in Tesla for the first time. I bought a share after hours trading once it crossed the $500 mark. I just thought that, Tesla is definitely a stock I've been watching for a long time. I was posting videos about it earlier last year and earlier this year. At the end of last year, early last year, when the stock was around $400 to $500. And I also posted an update video you guys can check out about how I made over $2,000 trading Tesla call options. So I finally decided to just pull the trigger and get my share of Tesla. So I'm going to explain to you guys some of the things that I've been reading and why I like Tesla in the long term. So first thing I want to show you guys is just a nice philanthropic gesture done by Tesla and Elon Musk in general. It says Tesla CEO Elon Musk ramps up coronavirus aid. The controversial CEO has ordered 1,200 ventilators from China. So it says in his latest move announced in a Monday tweet, Tesla purchased 1,255 ventilators from China where they had an oversupply. The company had ventilators flown to LA where they are currently awaiting distribution. So this is just a nice gesture from Elon Musk. These ventilators will probably save a lot of lives in the United States and in California especially. So I think this is a really nice time, a nice kind of social gesture for Tesla. Anytime you're doing something nice like this, philanthropic, this is always going to pay dividends in the future. And this is one of the reasons why the rich elite, they always have foundations, because there's definitely a positive correlation between being altruistic and being philanthropic and growing your wealth. It just seems like the more you give, the more you receive. So when I saw this was like the tipping point for me. I already liked the price that Tesla was at. It was way down from $900 earlier, so I felt like the stock was at like a 30 to 40% discount anyway. And of course, people are pricing it in because they expect Tesla revenue and production to fall. So I want to talk a bit more about that. So there's a really nice article on Seeking Alpha written by Elazar Advisors. Says why we downrated Tesla and how to get back in. So it just basically talks about how they had Tesla at a buy of $320, and then when the stock was around 730 to 830 $100, they sold off their position. So basically, one of the reasons why is that simply the earnings of Tesla are expected to fall. So he says, I don't fall in love with stories, I fall in love with earnings. And when earnings change up and down, that's what drives my opinion. That's what typically drives stock prices. Tesla's a case where the stock has risen and fallen based on hope and disappointment on earnings specifically. So as we know, guys, Tesla was up huge because their earnings were up huge in the last quarter, Q4 and Q1. They increased their production by a ton. So that was what driving the stock price. So now what the problem with Tesla is that Tesla has shut down their production on a few of their factories, and that's definitely going to hurt their revenue in Q1 and Q2 of this year. So as you can see here, they said first we saw Europe sales were plunging. In early March, Tesla reported to register only 83 new cars in February in Norway. Netherlands saw a 68% drop in sales. At the same time, China had 80,000 coronavirus cases. So basically, a lot of what's hinging on Tesla's price in the short term is production. So if production is not doing good, then expect the Tesla stock price to suffer a bit. And then they also have shut down some facilities. So I want to go to that actual page and show you guys that more in depth. So it says on May 23rd, our factory in Fremont, we allow an orderly shutdown. And it says our factory in New York will temporarily suspend production as well, although other facilities will continue, including Nevada and our service and supercharging network. So basically, Tesla has basically closed their doors just like a lot of other businesses have due to this coronavirus epidemic. But I think Tesla is doing pretty good in terms of cash. It says our cash position at the end of Q4 2019 was $6.3 billion, and that was before they raised $2.3 billion in a public offering. So now they've got about, as of January, they had about, including now, let's say they have about $8.6 billion to work with, and then they also had an available credit line of around $3 billion. So that gives them, around $10 to $11 billion to work with to basically stay afloat as they're having to deal with these, shutdowns in their factories and stuff like that. So, what is going on with Tesla right now? Where is the stock going? Well, I think if you're thinking long term, I think if you're a type of investor who wants to buy shares at a discount and hold them until they appreciate more, I think you're in a good spot because I think Tesla is definitely in a great spot, and you're going to do pretty well in this type of environment. If you're a short-term trader, then you might want to look elsewhere because Tesla could be pretty volatile in the short term. So the best thing for you to do would probably to trade options. Right now, it looks like call options are doing extremely well when it comes to Tesla. So if I can just show you guys the stock chart right now. Tesla call options. So Tesla was up 16%, and then it's even up after hours. So guys, one of the things about Tesla is that there aren't that many shares outstanding as comparison to most companies, and the share price is pretty elevated. So you're going to see a lot of volatility in Tesla. But as we can take a look here, we can see that it looks like it's definitely bounced off its bottom. So the shares were recently quite very cheap, trading as low as around 360 to 300 to $70, which would have been a great place to enter in a Tesla position for a long term. But for me, anything around so as you guys can see here, Tesla's been moving up pretty quickly. So I'll show you guys the chart that I was talking about. This would have been a great opportunity to buy into Tesla. Also, so call options here, of course, have also rode the stock all the way down with or shorting the stock, but who knew that the stock was going to come down this far? So due to the coronavirus thing, and the stock was at a euphoric height, and it seemed like Tesla was going dollars or beyond, the stock crashed. So if you bought put options here, you get money on Tesla. So I hope you got there. But as you can see here, we seem to have the stock bottomed out, and it looks like we're kind of approaching the levels that we were at just 2 months ago, to $600 range. So for me, this is a nice buying opportunity. We're still below that threshold, and I feel like there's a lot of Tesla to run. About my future, so there's lots of different price targets. Some people have price target of 0, some people have price target of 2,000. For me, Tesla has to easily be considered at least a $500 billion company within the future. It's got that same brand recognition like an Apple, like a Facebook, like in Amazon. The customers of Tesla are extremely passionate about the products, and I think people are sleeping on self-driving. I think self-driving is going to revolutionize the way we get around town and just get around in general. I think getting behind the wheel and driving a car manually will be a thing of the, and I really believe cars. I can see all of the benefits from self-driving cars. It's everything from just no more falling asleep at the wheel, no more drunk driving accidents, less road fatalities, more time to do other things like spend time reading or catching up on things like that, catching up on podcasts, and just general, just a kind of a more relaxed vibe on the roads in general. There's just way too many people on the road right now that have road rage or want to get upset at someone. So driverless cars are going to do a lot of good for society in general. It's going to decrease our blood pressure overall by a ton, not having to basically stand behind the wheel and maneuver this vehicle 100%. So for my price target, I think if Tesla is trading at, let's be conservative. Of course, Tesla can become $1 trillion company within this decade. Why can't it become half a trillion? I don't see why not. Just a few months ago, the market cap was basically pushing to 150 to 200 billion. Now we're sitting at 80 billion market cap. Money has removed off the table on Tesla. So that would give a conservative price target of around $2,000 to $2,500, which I don't think is out of the realm for a stock like Tesla. I think a lot of room for this company to grow in the future, and I want to make sure that I own some stock in it. So right now, I'm recording this video. It's after hours trading. Who knows where the stock price will go right now? I would like to see Tesla remain in this range, so maybe I could pick up a second share or a third share. I definitely want to have a stake in this company because I've been waiting for this opportunity. I was posting videos here, and I had some money tied up in some other stocks like a Beyond Meat and Roku and things like that. So for me, this is a very nice time to buy Tesla. I want to get it was going to, if we didn't have this whole coronavirus crisis, Tesla was definitely $1,000 and beyond. Now you can kind of pretty great opportunity. So that's it for now, guys. Let me know what you think about this video. What are you doing with Tesla? And also, I'm going to show you guys the Model Y, which is an awesome car that I've just been taking a look at. And this is kind of one of the nice things about Tesla. They have such cool products. So you guys can just check this out by going to tesla.com/Model Y. But I just wanted to leave you guys this video with some interesting specs and photos from Tesla. I've been researching this car the past day, and it just looks so awesome. 318 miles per charge, seats around 7 people, 100% electric car, just an all beautiful interior. Man, Tesla makes some great, nice products, And as you guys knew previously, I was all Ford, and then when Ford cut the dividend, I was just done with Ford stock. I just can't believe that they cut the dividend and just ran that company so far into the ground by not really listening to what customers want. Customers want electric cars. Me myself, I plan to buy an electric car. That's my goal. Either in the second half of this year or the beginning of next year. I definitely want a car to take my family around and stuff like that. And I've been abhorring car ownership for some years now due to kind of the environmental effects and just to save money and stuff like that. But I've been in search for a nice electric car, and I was looking at the Mustang Mach-E, but I'm kind of leaning more towards Tesla because I think just the car could just do more in general. And the way Ford's being run, I'm not really sure about them anymore. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out this Model Y and let me know what you're doing with Tesla, right? We just moved to $500 on Tesla stock, basically almost 50% off of the previous high just about 6 weeks ago. So if you guys bought shares at $900, what are you doing with your shares? Are you holding on to them? Are you guys accumulating shares at this level? Let me know what you guys do. Are you a Tesla bear or you're a Tesla bull? What are your thoughts on this company? So that's it for now, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs on Tesla in the future. Feels nice to be a Tesla shareholder. I plan to see a lot of nice things out of this company, and I'm glad to have gotten in when quite a bit. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and take care.